Growing a business is kind of tricky right now. Supply chains are squeezed, tariffs and trade policies are dynamic, and cash flow, it's tighter than ever. You need clarity to come out on top. Without it, you risk falling behind. If only you could hop in the DeLorean and see the future, right? Thankfully, there's NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite has real-time forecasting to help you move ahead with confidence. This is your AI-powered business management suite and the #1 cloud ERP. Trusted by over 42,000 businesses, NetSuite brings accounting, financial management, inventory, and HR all under one roof. It's your single source of truth, giving you the data and control you need to move quickly. And with AI built in, you can automate the busy work and focus on strategy. NetSuite helps you see what's stuck, what it's costing you, and how to pivot fast. If I were running a business with a lot of moving parts, I'd use NetSuite for full control over everything. Tame the chaos with NetSuite. If your revenues are at least in 7 figures, download the free ebook, Navigating Global Trade, 3 Insights for Leaders at netsuite.com/SPI. That's netsuite.com/SPI. You spent months building towards launch day, but when the clock hits 0, your site crashes. Bots swarm, and loyal fans rage on Reddit. That's not good. Fanfare was built to stop that. Fanfare is the drop platform made for high-pressure moments, stampede-proof infrastructure, verified waitlists, and bot filters that actually work. Instead of refunds and rage, you get retention and revenue. And that sounds great to me. Your next launch shouldn't be a gamble. Get Fanfare's 5-step hype drop playbook and learn how to bulletproof your drop at fanfare.io/playbook. Again, that's fanfare.io/playbook. This is big news from us at SPI. In fact, probably the biggest news we've ever offered. And the reason is because we are trying to change the way that entrepreneurial education happens. Yes, you have your free content like podcasts and YouTube videos, TikToks even nowadays. And then there's the paid content that you're used to, like the DIY courses, Power Up Podcasting, Email Marketing, Magic, and 123 Affiliate Marketing. We have a slew of courses that many people, thousands in fact, have gone through very successfully. But we know that we could do better. And by we, I mean me and our team at helping you get the results you need. So we are launching what we call the All Access Pass. And that's exactly what today's episode is. And whether you take advantage of the All Access Pass or not in this incredible opportunity, I want you to pay attention because we're trying to change the way that education is done online. For too long, people have been relying on DIY courses, and for a very long time when information wasn't readily available, DIY courses, self-paced courses were the way to go. We also experimented on the other extreme, doing cohort-based stuff, which requires a ton of time and a ton of touch points along the way, which many people just don't have the time to do. And plus, it can cost a lot more to take advantage of those sorts of efforts and access. But the All Access Pass is a beautiful hybrid between the DIY courses and the information that you need to succeed, as well as the community and the support. We didn't coin this term that I'm about to share with you, but we are using it, and we want to be at the front line of how to do this right and educate you on the way that you need to learn about entrepreneurship. And that is community-powered courses. Community-powered courses. So myself, CEO Matt Gartland, my partner, friend, best friend, we actually share a birthday coming up very soon. Actually, next week, we both turn 40, which is pretty crazy. We were literally born on the same day of the same year, December 6th. So thank you for all the birthday wishes in advance, and I will say that for Matt as well. But we also have Ashley with us today, a brand new team member, our community experience manager, who we literally hired for this very purpose to help us with the All Access Pass and creating an opportunity for everybody to get access to more of our courses for cheaper. But not just more of the courses, that's not the big draw here. In fact, just offering you access to more courses is actually overwhelming. But it's the curriculum and the pathways that go along with it. It's the guidance and the support and the accountability of the community that's behind it. And again, we're trying to set the example here. So pay attention because we're going to talk about the origin of the All Access Pass and some of the things that we are involving with that so that you can do something similar in the future as well as you best educate and best upserve your audience. So here they are, Matt and Ashley and myself talking about the brand new SPI All Access Pass coming soon.
Welcome to the Smart Passive Income Podcast, where it's all about working hard now so you can sit back and reap the benefits later. And now your host, When his normal playlist just isn't cutting it, he puts on a K-pop Spotify playlist. Pat Flynn.
With running your own business, legal questions always come with the territory. Like, can I use this contract or agreement? What do I do if a client doesn't pay? Am I even structured the right way for taxes? Instead of Googling your way through legal landmines, imagine having a law firm ready to address your business's legal needs without the sticker shock. That's what you get with Legal Shield's small business plans. Legal Shield helps entrepreneurs access real legal help on contract reviews, collection letters, business formation guidance, and even help navigating IRS audits. Members can schedule consultations, upload documents through the app, and get support from a provider law firm that knows small business laws in your state. Plus, consultations on taxes or trademarks help you stay ahead of potential problems. And if a client is late on a payment, Legal Shield steps in with professional collection letters so you can protect your hard-earned revenue, all for a fraction of the price of hiring a lawyer on your own. Go to LegalShield.com/SPI or call 833-570-9980 to learn more and get big business legal support without a big business budget. That's LegalShield.com/SPI. Hiring shouldn't be a hassle or a drain on your budget. Upwork is your one-stop shop to find, hire, and pay top freelance talent, saving you time and keeping costs in check all in one place. Companies at every stage turn to Upwork to get things done and find more flexibility in the way that they staff key projects and initiatives by assessing a global marketplace filled with top talent in IT, web development, AI, design, administration support, marketing, and more. And I've personally used them myself and can vouch for them. Posting a job on Upwork is easy. With no cost to join, you can register, browse freelancer profiles, get help drafting a job post, or even book a consultation. From there, you connect with freelancers that get you and can easily hire them to take your business to the next level. Upwork makes the entire process easier, simpler, and more affordable with industry-low fees. Post a job today and hire tomorrow with Upwork. Visit Upwork.com right now and post your job for free. That is Upwork.com to post your job for free and connect with top talent ready to help your business grow. That's UPWORK.com, Upwork.com. Go there now. Matt, Ashley, welcome to the podcast. Thanks for being here today.
Yeah, thanks for having us. Really excited.
Glad to be back.
This will be great because we're announcing something very big that's coming, if you're listening to this at the time this comes out, like pretty much next week. I mean, this is something the team's been working on for so long. And Ashley, you've been at the helm of this, creating it. You have a lot of educational background. You've been a teacher for a very long time. And you came on the team to help us with curriculum. And you're like, we need to take these courses and arrange them in the way that best serves our audience. Can you explain what the All Access Pass is? That's the name of this amazing thing that we're creating, that we're launching. What is it exactly, Ashley?
Yeah, I am so excited that this is finally underway. I believe this is one of the reasons I was really hired, is to help bring this to life. And the All Access Pass, what it essentially does is it's taking all of our courses and workshops that we currently have and putting them not only in a library that people get access to, but it really also comes with so many things to help keep you accountable. It gives you the community to help drive you and keep you accountable, as well as offers different curriculum pathways to help you reach certain business goals. And we're also offering some exclusive workshops along with that. So we're not only just offering like monthly webinars, but it's really hands-on workshops that you get access to as well.
Yeah, like the one that's coming up that I'm leading, which is going to be about goal setting. It's a perfect time of the year for that. And anybody who's a part of the All Access Pass will get access to that live workshop and the replay. But Matt, you and I have been working together for a very long time. It was actually you and I who created our first courses on smart passive income back in 2017. And, before then it was mostly just content creation, affiliate marketing. But now the course library essentially has grown so big. We wanted to readjust the way that education works in the online space, especially for entrepreneurs. Can you speak to where things are headed as far as courses and why we're making this decision now?
Yeah, it's the right time based on how students are choosing to learn. And so much has changed on the internet and in society and just with entrepreneurship maybe at large since those early days, Pat, of 2016, 2017, when we were first creating courses. When we think about courses, maybe kind of bigger picture, we have the do-it-yourself version that we have been doing, and a lot of us creators have been doing since those early days. And then a little more recently, there's this other type called cohort-based learning, right? Small groups kind of start and stop. And we have done some implementations of those as well. What's tremendously exciting about the All Access Pass is that it hybridizes the two. It's a bit of a blend. So we're bringing together our really proven education products, our courses that are really useful to teaching a certain skill or in leading a transformational process, right? But then as Ashley was describing, like we're bringing into the picture really guided accountability, progress checking, accessibility to you, to me, to others on the team in this kind of blended experience. And this is definitely where, we're hearing and seeing from our current community members in SPI Pro and even Pat, just our friends sort of in the space, that this is where we see more of the ability to actually retain education and apply it within business going. So we needed to create this vessel, this All Access Pass product to be able to really capture that potential.
Yeah. And we wanted to be at the forefront to sort of set the example for others in this way. And we're really excited to bring you in on this because, we've had a lot of students who've taken multiple courses and, that's amazing. I mean, they go from one to the next in a sort of sequence that they figure out for themselves and they get more results. They build their brand or their podcast and they go into email marketing because that's the next sort of obvious step. And then from there, they start monetizing. So they take advantage of one of our workshops and it's kind of piecemeal together. And some people figure that out on their own. But in this way, it's actually mapped out for you. Ashley, can you speak to what we call pathways and maybe give us some examples of different pathways that are inside of the All Access Pass when you get in?
So I'm really, really excited to announce that we have 3 pathways that'll be ready to go when this launches. And they're all very different. One of them that we have is called our starter pathway. So people can come in who might not even have a business idea or might have the beginning of a business idea. And we have 4 of our courses and workshops that are in a progressive order that will take you from a business idea to a full-fledged email marketing list ready to go. We have our podcasting pathway. Since our Power Up podcasting course is so popular and podcasting is always a hot topic in our communities, we once again have 4 courses and workshops that are arranged in a sequence that makes sense to get you from just podcasting concept to advertising on your podcast to videotaping yourself while you're podcasting. And also the newest one I've been developing is our income booster pathway. So it works for any type of business, no matter if you're in education like myself to crocheting. I don't know why I always use that as an example, but it is a set of 3 workshops and courses that we already have in a sequence that can help you boost your income no matter what your primary income methods are.
Right. And I know that pathway in particular is going to be exciting because it works for any niche, no matter what stage you're at. It helps you as far as laying the foundation down. Then it gets into the affiliate marketing course, and then it also gets into A to Z webinars and helps you sort of progress through that. And again, those are all individual courses that are now sort of stitched together inside of the All Access Pass. And what's really interesting is economically, this is going to be a huge savings for a lot of people too, right, Matt? Can you talk about the finances of what this might look like and why we're switching this model? And yes, on the surface, actually, we're quote unquote losing money, if you want to think about it that way, right? Because these courses, if you even just put one pathway together, 4 courses might cost, over $2,000. And it's not even close to that for the user. And they get the community and the access to us as well. So we're hoping this is a no-brainer. But Matt, can you speak to what the sort of investment will be and why it's structured that way?
Yeah, we've priced it in a way to be much more accessible, and that's by design. We want to obviously positively affect as many entrepreneurs as possible. So we're only charging $59 a month, at least as a base rate. And Pat, to your point, like over the years, 7 years of doing online courses in that more traditional model, and we've been charging hundreds and hundreds of dollars for one individual course. And, we have now 17 courses when you include our workshops. So like this model, makes it that much more approachable, especially right now with, I think, how small business owners, entrepreneurs, creators are thinking about investing in their thing, especially as Ashley was describing more like maybe the starter phase. Like we want to give them more flexibility, more options, to potentially choose and build their own pathway without having to think about, man, I'm going to make a bigger investment decision with one course, but maybe I need a second and a third. So we're trying to find that sweet spot between, accessibility as well as the economics.
It's crazy to think we've had now 17 full-on courses and workshops that we've put together, which is great. We are in a very unique position in the space with a lot of knowledge and a lot of people who can help support the community in that kind of way. And when you have a business like this, typically, and this is what we recommend, you stick with one niche and just go hard and go deep on it. And for us, we've just had so much extensive knowledge across the entire spectrum of entrepreneurship. We've had to create these other courses that are in other realms, but because of the vastness of the library, it's become sort of overwhelming for some people, and also just a lot. So we wanted to put something together with the amazing educational resources we have in a way that's, like you said, a lower barrier to entry, an opportunity for people to get access to all those different courses, but in a way that doesn't overwhelm. That's the other thing about this, is it's like, yes, many people offer just access to all the courses. And if we just did that alone, this wouldn't work. Actually, that would not be doing a service to you. So this is why the pathways are in there in the community and more. Matt, you have more to add on this?
Yeah, because of that sense of reducing overwhelm, like there's really two important things that we've kind of baked into the process. One is the cohort factor, right? Like people will be able to go through this instruction together, as they come into these pathways. And then that's further, again, supported thanks to Ashley and Jillian, and then you and me even as well, Pat, jumping in. So that's number one. And number two is with this sort of a model and approach on our side, we're able to refresh our content more regularly, keep it more current, and be able to compress that education so that it's more direct and more specific, so that students don't have to process like a vast array of information all by themselves, right? So to your point about overwhelm, like both of those dynamics are going to really help with the outcomes, really help students get through the material more easily, more quickly, and honestly, probably in a way that's even more fun, because again, they're going through it together, they have more access to us, and it's all about the transformation and the outcomes at the end of the day.
For sure. Now, if this sounds interesting to you as a listener or viewer, head on over to smartpassiveincome.com/all-access. And if it's before the launch, you'll obviously see a place where you can get first notification of it. Or if it's after the launch, obviously you can get access to it and get it early, because the price will be much lower at that point. As we always do, we want to reward those who are quick to get in. So smartpassiveincome.com/all-access. Ashley, can you speak to the programming? Let's say a beginner comes in, and yes, you mentioned those courses for a beginner to go through. And if I recall correctly, it's Smart from Scratch, and then build your own brand so you can get your website and audience up there, then email marketing magic, and then your traffic booster workshop. And that'll take you all the way from ideation to building an audience and even, building an email list. But beyond just the course material, can you talk about the programming and the different access and touch points a user might have?
Yeah, absolutely. When you join, it's really a choose your own adventure, I like to think of it. So with those pathways, so if you take that starter pathway, for example, you will have all of the materials to do it yourself. And the pathways also include some exclusive materials, such as a workbook I've put together for each pathway. So you can do it yourself, or we will be having regular what we call accelerators. So what that is when you get in on an accelerator for whether it's a pathway or a course, you're going through it at the exact same time as other people in an asynchronous fashion. And I designed it this way because as business owners, we all have different schedules. There also in our communities, people from all around the world. And so what happens is you'll have a schedule for that week of material that you need to be through by the end of the week. There's asynchronous threads that are posted with discussions. There's places to show off some tips that you learn along the way, what you've created through it. And it's really learning all together. And there's also some optional live opportunities to jump on and co-work together as well, because as we all know, entrepreneurship can seem kind of lonely. And so really that community aspect is what I believe will make the all access pass so different and successful. Because obviously our courses do well, and looking on the back end of things, people buy our courses, but we don't just want them to buy the course. We want them to work their way through the entire course and do something with it.
Right. And as Matt said earlier, we have done the cohort style boot camps where it's very intensive and there is a schedule and everybody has to show up, and people on the other side of the world are literally up at 2 a.m. to come and join these calls so that they can get maximum value. And we've had almost 100% success rate for people who join those cohorts, but they're thousands of dollars because they require a lot more time from everybody, and there's a lot more sort of involved with it. But there's a reason why only a few amount of people go through them, and it's not just because of the price point. It's because they just don't have that amount of time to dedicate 4 hours a week to it. Whereas inside of the All Access Pass, we've designed it so that no matter where in the world you're at, no matter how much time you might have. You need a little bit of time, obviously, but it doesn't have to be necessarily at the same exact moment of the day for everybody. We can go through these courses together as an accelerator so that you can asynchronously connect with the Circle platform that you get access to with the All Access Pass and whatnot. And this is like, we're investing heavily. I mean, we invested in you, Ashley. We're investing a lot of time and money into this new style of program. And again, as we always do at SPI, we want to take the lead and go to where the puck is going, right? We don't want to go to where the puck is. And right now, it's sort of leaving. The puck is leaving just DIY courses that you can do on your own. And yes, you could still get access to our courses sort of individually. But when you look at the economics of it, it's like you can get Power Up Podcasting for $699. And then you don't have the community. You don't have the guidance through it, which is fine. And it's helped thousands of people in that way. But now we're going to be able to help a lot more people because the barrier to entry is a lot lower. There's community involved and there's people. And oftentimes when there's people involved going through things with you, you are more likely to step up and go along with the ride with other people. Just like going to the gym. It's a lot easier to go when you have a partner who's able to help you. And now there's multiple people who can help you, including us at Team SPI. Matt, can you speak to the sort of future state of the All Access Pass as far as, right now we have so many courses and so many workshops and so many pathways. Like for a person who invests in this now, what can they look forward to in the future with relation to the All Access Pass and where we want it to go?
This becomes our version of almost like Disney Plus or Netflix or some version of your favorite subscription service, right? Because, we're able to be then, I would say predictive in like what's coming and be able to telegraph that back to students and community members to say like, hey, over the next 12 months, we're going to be coming out with, this course, this workshop, this special event, that's kind of baked into the experience, much like, with some of this other bigger kind of media companies or like the MCU, for Marvel, like they can say like, hey, here are the new shows that are coming in Disney Plus. Here are the big flagship movies that are coming soon. We can source that information and hear about like what's happening and what's in demand from our community members and our students. We bring that together into our own like product roadmap, if you will, which is another way of saying it. And then we can say like, hey, based on what we're hearing and where we know that there are pain points and where we can even potentially like refresh older, more flagship curriculum, then we can get people excited around like what's coming soon. Another way of saying this that Pat, we have talked about is that in a way, like we're able to almost, use the community to tell us, where we need to go in that, like, where's the puck moving sort of mindset, which is really exciting, especially even with folks joining All Access today. Not only do you get the All Access Pass experience, you also get access to our learner community. So in thinking about All Access as a community-based product, subscribers and students that come in will also have access to our entry-level kind of community, which is called the learner community that also actually manages for us.
Right. And that's a part of the price point. And that does come with a monthly cost normally, and that'll just be baked into the cost of All Access. So this is like a no-brainer. We know we serve a lot of people who are at the start of their journey or right in the middle of it, who are struggling or challenged in some way. And so we're here to help you and bring all of our best resources into a program that allows for us to get through it and get through it together and get through it without as much overwhelm as that you might have. I'm really excited to the point where we can make these, I don't know if there'll be twice a year or even, once a year to start the new year. We have like a keynote type presentation where everybody comes in and gets sort of a sneak peek at what's coming and the courses that are going to come out, the workshops that are going to be happening, the special guests that'll be a part of this, etc. I also really want to make sure that we continue to spotlight our members as we have been inside of SPI Pro. And, our best resource for energy and inspiration is you. And so when you take action, when you achieve something, we want to share that, not just because we know it's going to also help you get more exposure, and reward you, but because that's going to inspire others to follow suit. And that's really the power of community. So, for those of you listening, we've been banking and really investing heavily in just community in general. This is a sort of phase 2 of our community efforts with regards to programming and support and education underneath it, taking what we already have in a way and basically breaking it apart and putting it together in a better way for you. So we're really excited for you to check it out. If you go to smartpassiveincome.com/all access, you'll get all the information there. We also have a launch party happening on December 7th, and likely that information will all be on that one spot again, smartpassiveincome.com/all access. And I'll have some more notes and links for you in the resources right after this conversation. But to close up, because we want you to take action and get involved, we don't want to talk too long about this because I think we've really said all we needed to say about it. You can check out the page for more information. But Ashley, let me start with you. Any advice for a person who might be on the fence thinking about this? It's a brand new thing that really hasn't really come out yet in this kind of way. What might you say to them to help them feel comfortable with the opportunity that's in front of them and the investment that they can offer?
With that price point, I would say just try it. And especially if you get in now, you have a say in what our first accelerator is. So our first accelerator will be happening at the beginning of January. And so throughout December, like you said, you are our first workshop focused on goal setting. You'll get that. And you'll also have the opportunity to let us know what you need out of the experience most and help shape the experience, because this is brand new. And I'm a full-time community manager in there. I'm learning with you. I'm listening. And so I want to know what you want out of this experience, and we will help tailor it to you.
Nice. Thank you, Ashley. So you could get in and based on the feedback of those new users, you can join the accelerator and go through a particular pathway together or a particular course together, or you can just go on your own because that stuff's already ready for you once you get in, and we'll guide you through the process. Once you get in, you'll know exactly what to do next because that's one of our most important things with our communities is making sure you're not lost. And so, yeah, feel free to reach out to Ashley and reach out to us if you have any questions. Join us on the launch party on December 7th. And if you're listening to this afterwards, again, smartpassiveincome.com/all access. Matt, let's end with you. What might you say to the person who is an entrepreneur or soon to be entrepreneur who's thinking about this opportunity?
Something of a punctuation to Ashley's point, honestly, is to get in and try it, especially now, because depending on when you're listening to this, if it is in the month of December, we are inviting folks to be a founding member of this new product, which is really special for us. We've done this effectively in the past, and we have a really amazing founder group, for example, in our SPI Pro community. So this exists now, and we very much are excited to welcome in a limited number of founding members, and all those details are on the page, Pat, that you have mentioned. So it's the perfect time to kind of roll up your sleeves with us and be a really integral part of the future, not only of what we're trying to do, but very much where we see this industry going.
Exactly. And, we are just post Thanksgiving at the time that this recording comes out. We want to thank you for being a part of the SPI community as a subscriber and a listener and a viewer. But we wanted to put something together for you that would help prepare you for the year and years to come. And again, go to where the puck is going as far as how education is done in the entrepreneurial space. And so we're here for you. smartpassiveincome.com/all access. Thanks so much. Stick around. I got a few more notes for you right here at the end of the podcast. And Matt, Ashley, thank you so much for your time today.
Thrilled to be here.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that conversation. That was Ashley, our community experience manager, Matt Gartland, who you've heard on the show before probably, and myself talking about something brand new for you. Again, the All Access Pass. We do have a launch party happening on December 7th, the day after me and Matt's birthday. If you want to check that out, head on over to, you can go to actually two places. You could check out smartpassiveincome.com/coming soon. And that page will, in the future, redirect to where you need to go to learn about the All Access Pass. But that'll give you sort of the way into this launch party and the big announcement. And you could be one of the first 200 founding members and get an exclusive founding member discount, as well as other things that come along with that if you are first. So make sure to check that out. And of course, smartpassiveincome.com/all access, no spaces. So coming soon or all access, either one will work for right now. And thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing you in the All Access Pass, and hopefully we're doing the right thing by leading the charge here and creating this hybridization of DIY courses and community-powered courses. You're going to hear that a lot, not just from us, but from the industry. And like I said, we want to go where the puck's going. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. We'll see you there. Bye. Thanks for listening to the Smart Passive Income Podcast at smartpassiveincome.com. I'm your host, Pat Flynn. Our senior producer is David Grabowski. Our series producer is Paul Gregoris. And our executive producer is Matt Gartland. Sound editing by Duncan Brown. The Smart Passive Income Podcast is a production of SPI Media. We'll catch you in the next session. I get it. You want to grow your business, but selling at scale feels overwhelming. You're drowning in complicated funnels, creating different lead magnets, or constantly posting on social media. And that gets exhausting fast, especially when you're trying to sell to hundreds or thousands of people. But what if you could sell at scale with a simple, powerful quiz? A score app quiz or assessment asks your audience key questions and gives them instant personalized results based on their answers. Your audience gets to know where they are now and shows them the steps they need to hit their goals. You can set up a quiz in minutes using Score App's templates and have a powerful lead magnet that'll do the selling for you. The best part is your audience actually wants to take this quiz, and you build huge amounts of trust before you even make a single offer. No hard sales, no chasing leads, just value at scale. Get 50% off the first 3 months using the discount code SPI. Just head to scoreapp.com/SPI. Again, that's scoreapp.com/SPI. Hey, fellow podcaster, does this sound like something you've experienced? You record your podcast episode on one platform, download the files, edit in another app, then fire up a different tool just to create these social clips. Well, it can be clunky, time-consuming, and frankly overwhelming, especially for creators trying to grow. And that's why I'm excited to tell you about Riverside. Riverside is the all-in-one platform. Record, edit, and repurpose your podcast content all in one place. You just log in, record with your guests no matter where you are in the world, and just like that, studio-quality audio and high-resolution video. We use Riverside here at SPI as well now. With built-in AI, I can automatically clean up my audio, saving myself so much editing time, and it can even auto-generate clips to make promoting the show a breeze. And with Magic Clips, I can grab the best moments and repurpose them as short-form video, perfect for YouTube Shorts, TikTok, or Instagram, without re-recording a thing. So if you're tired of juggling tools and want a faster, simpler way to create and scale your content, it's time to try Riverside, built by creators for creators. Just go to smartpassiveincome.com/Riverside and use code SMART to get 1 month free on the Pro plan. That's smartpassiveincome.com/Riverside, promo code SMART.